back on the menu.
Oh, yes.
And it's time to see what the T side of Astralis looks to start with.
Well, inside is a very viable option. That's exactly why the Astralis are heading. You normally guaranteed a bomb plant with this approach. They've got themselves a couple of smokes, a Molotov for connector, and they can also go outside with the 2 smokes either side of the bomb train. We'll see which way they're inclined, as we'll see Envious with a pretty much heavy stack towards outside. They only got Fugly watching towards inner. He's all the way at the connector as well. So more retake mentality towards this side of the map. Got that USP in hand. As we said, they've got smokes. Usually using the Molotov towards the connector, or you can save it for the post-plant situation as well. First smoke thrown towards inside, and it looks like they'll be committing off that. So it takes away a lot of vision here from Fugly, trying to deny the plant the best he can, but won't be able to do that as they push closer and closer towards that connector position as dupreeh looking for that first frag.
My goodness, Envy, they're going to group up and go through the backtracks. It's going to be a long and arduous task just to get back into the site. Good lineup from Fugly. He'll be smoking off at the top side. But they've had so much time to dig their heels in. Glaive, he's spotted, makes his presence known as well with some shots. Device is still tucked in, and here they come from Oil. Using the angles of the train. That's the first blood drawn. dupreeh and Device delivering. Nifty's tagged up as well. That needed to be a frag from Huppa. It's going to be Fugly. Last man standing already tagged. Does get the safe descent thanks to the use of the train, but that's all that can be said. Bomb plant, round 1, dream start from Astralis.
Lovely work there. Nothing too technical to report as we saw the inside execution. 1 smoke down there to deny initial vision from Fugly. You saw how effective that was. Once the bomb was planted, it was Envious going for the full retake there. Fugly saving his smoke for the upper ramp. It was a nice idea, but once the bomb's already planted, you've got 5 players to take down. It seemed like too tall of an order. Envious will take a full eco in response. He'll be buying up next round of rifles, and you can see 3 of those in the hands of Astralis here. So even with M4s and basic utility next round, they're still going to have a very rough time trying to win out in that next round. Astralis objective here, of course, just to keep it as clean as possible. Inside, still a very viable position to go. Upper ramp, usually the main point of access, considering you have the bird's eye view of the bomb site. But they're going to be focusing towards lower here. No one there whatsoever. Smoke towards connector from the Pop Dog room, so that's absolutely wonderful. Going to have full control, round guaranteed at this point. Wow. It's just whether they keep it clean.
Yeah, this is perfect. You can't ask for a better POV if you're Zipex. The smoke's on Z, you've got the SMG pushing up close. He'll get the silent descent and likely going to pocket himself some cash here. Android's back was turned. Fugly can't quite trade. Does get the dink though. Ryan could finish off what his teammate started, but not if dupreeh has anything to say about it. And so the guaranteed round is confirmed. And Nifty does manage to get hold of the Galil of Magist though, so he'll be looking to keep that into the next round and does safely Scarper towards Ivy. So there's some benefit out of the full eco. You can't really complain.
Yeah, the rifle for Nifty is excellent. He'll be able to use that next round, keep his money strong. That's if he survives, of course, but it will be Astralis. That's okay. Ideally, wouldn't be one of the rifles going. That's going to be a significant loss, but absolutely fine. They can definitely buy up on the next round. Zipex can drop you, so you've got $5,000. You've got a couple of kills with that MAC-10 yielding $600 per kill. Round 3 coming in, and we'll see Nifty with the AWP actually drops the Galil, so they're going to have a nice strong buy here. We'll see if Nifty can get things done. We want him to perform here. He is going to have to be that in-game leader, that captain. Yeah. We'll see if he can pull it off as we head into what will be a difficult run. You can see they've got 2 players without helmets, means the MAC-10 and UMP are going to be very viable here. 3 AKs overall, and going for a little bit of main focus here with the initial utility being thrown. Molotov's down, and it will be Device to work towards the Ivy position. dupreeh waiting for aggression towards main entrance. Android to patrol the Ivy position, and Ryan has already taken a boatload of damage at the start. We saw lots of grenades towards the initial bomb site over in New York, Alex. That was very effective, especially from EG, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember the double kill. That was ridiculous. Good suppressing fire from Ryan, though, in return. Low HP doesn't dissuade him from taking that wallbang. Very safe to do so on top of that bomb train. Hovering towards Pop Dog. Now, a conversation we've started recently is about the way in which Pop Dog has taken. Astralis tend to have had a tendency for double mollying it. No presence in the Molotov from Zipex. It would only just be the one from Glaive should they want to vie for that control. Som down there. But the double stack drop has been a conversation we've been having, actually, Henry, and how little success we've seen from it as of late.
Yeah, it hasn't looked good. We call it the totem drop, and it was quite a novel idea when it first came in, but I haven't seen many players get a lot of success from it. So the Glaive going down first, it will be dropped. That's the bomb, you're right. So that's going to be a difficult one to recover. Good start for Envy here. Nice Molotov, but Device with a better shot. Working in tandem here from main entrance and the Pop Dog itself. You can see the CT's trying to keep alive here and trying to hold on to the bomb. Nice work from Som. Decent idea, but overall dupreeh outplays him with the smoke and gap presented. 3 versus 2 now. No kits available. Nifty still has the AWP. 19 seconds remain, but it looks like that bomb will going down no problem. Towards Ivy, Nifty resides, but Device has got his number. As soon as he fires a shot, that's when he swings, or when he throws the grenade. He's just waiting for his chance here. It looks like the round should be done, but the bomb does get dropped.
8 seconds,
Real
Henry.
good chance here.
6 seconds.
I think they can still get the plant down. They will. And it doesn't matter regardless. That's really nice work from Device. Very aware and present in every situation there. Didn't overcommit, didn't panic. With the timer running so low, they managed to bait out the remaining CTs with the plant coming through, and it will be 3-0. We knew that round was going to be difficult. That was the real key moment there. You can see them focusing on the bomb. It would have gone down regardless, just to know that. As long as it reads 4 at the top when the plant commences, you're absolutely fine. So with maximum loss bonus next round, all they can do really here is take a partial buy. CZs, 5-7s, and some Kevlar.
Yeah, you can see Glaive taking the initiative. He knows that their buy will be limited, no utility or AWPs to worry about, and so can get himself out set up on Olof. Nice and quick. Jumping for info. Device does catch a glimpse of one, and another crossing towards the stop. That should be a frag. It's a tag instead. Glaive, he hasn't checked behind him. There is a player that could catch a glimpse. It's Som. Weapon will be retrieved. Did cost him half of his life, though. Does have Kevlar vest to make that rifle useful, but Dupree has a chance to really rip the rug from underneath him. Som makes the AK connect. It's Magisk gone. Numbers now favouring Envy. It's their best shot, admittedly. Still an unarmoured leader in the form of Nifty, and Zipex has made things more difficult. That was the rifle.
Yeah, it's a really strong shot, but nice positioning here, but Device so aware. You can see he's in the zone right now. That's an influential frag. The AK has been removed as well. It's going to be difficult to recover for the CT side. 1 minute on the clock, Fugly and Nifty. Unfortunately, the latter just the USP, but he has got a decent position here. Throws out the pistol. Device. Oh, he spotted him. He's going to get the frag now, no problem. And it will just be Fugly who's made noise, and his days are very numbered indeed. He knows it. We know it. Does Zipex make the frag? He certainly does. Great stuff. 4-0. A nightmare start for Envy. This had to be the other way around for me to start believing they had a chance here. And we'll see the next gun round come through. Potentially a double op setup on the agenda for Envious here. Nifty purchases the first one. We want to see a lot more out of Som as well. He's been kind of... He's had a big reputation around him. He's in Complexity when he was first signed as a pro player, and he's kind of got that mentality of a young star around him. I want to see whether he can live up to the hype. It seems kind of akin to what Obo has at these points, right?
Yeah.
There's the double orb setup. A droid, also a former Complexity player as well. See what he can do with it. And Fugly to hold inside a classic position for him, anchoring by himself for now as they throw the Molotov towards the upper ramp, trying to push back any AWPers that go in that position as they run their default.
Jumping across, trying to bait the shots. Glaive making plenty of noise, no secret. Som beneath him. Ryan, he clearly has his objectives. He knows this is where Astralis like to line up their utility. It's not wrong. The occasional suppressing fire, you can see it's keeping Zipex and Glaive with their attention towards Som. Good shot. Finds the head through the floorboards. Smoke to ensure the drop can't come in. The trade is unavailable now, at least through the ball. Oof. Glaive, he's certainly got the lineup, and Som, he's taken more shots from elsewhere. Dupree's, oh, he's cooked. That's the end of Som. Uses the smoke to cower. He can't. Rock in a hard place, and he opts for the first. Good shot from Android, needed that with the double AWP.
Yeah, certainly did. That's not bad. He's being very combative here towards the E-box, and he has to be. Great shots. He's actually doing fantastic work here. 4 versus 2, but Dupree in a dangerous position for the CTs here, waiting, looking towards the bomb site and connector. Ryan is available to himself if he can step out of position. But Nifty will find the penultimate frag. You can hear what it means to them. They're up for it.
Yeah.
And they save 2 AWPs and 2 rifles as well, so that's fantastic stuff. Astralis won't be broken just yet, but they are being whittled away at. Majors down to 3,900. Here's the replay of this great stuff from Android. He knew he had to take matters into his own hands there, Alex. They were dropping in numbers, so he manages to get up close and personal. That's the shot that wins around for me. Majors had one hell of a tournament over in New York. He looked deadly. As now we'll get into round 6. The AWP in the hands of Device. No utility for Magisk, and we'll see if they can pull one back.
Gonna have to string some together, especially here on the CT side of Train. Astralis, Train isn't a map they get to see too much when they're meeting against their adversary Liquid.
Yeah, it's true. And they had to choose between Dust 2 and Train. And we've seen it before. If you think back to the Berlin Major, Vitality losing to, I think it was Dream Chasers, was their name?
Yeah,
Dream Eaters.
They eat the
Dream
dreams.
Chasers.
They were chasing their dreams.
They were indeed. But there's those sort of maps against teams you're not necessarily well versed against. You don't want to play Dust 2. You want to keep it slow and to your pace. And you can see Astralis doing just that. There's no danger of aggression coming through. No one can really have an individual performance that's going to shut you down completely. So I like this from Astralis. Didn't give anything away. And we'll see Device jumping over. See if he can find that first pick. See if Dupree to do so. But a nice trade from Som coming in. They'll manage to bring it back to a 4 versus 4. 1 minute on the clock. Magisk with the Krieg. He is such a menace with the weapon. No one actually watching that position close range. We've got Android at the AWP from the mid-stages of the bomb site. He'll be smoked off. That means the backtracks are now exposed. You can see him repositioning due to that fact.
It's going to be a pincer. Zipex from Pop. Deep smoke on Ivy does limit the CT options and enables a lot of control for Astralis. With 30 seconds, though, they are going to have to come towards Envy, and it's going to be Glaive, the spearhead of this assault. Him alongside Magisk. Som's got a great angle and a good read as well. Glaive's going to walk straight to his crosshairs. The timing's bad. Android, however, connects, as does Som. Swinging into Magisk, and now the bomb's loose. 15 seconds, running out of options. Zipex, however, looking to find a way in. Has to get nifty here. Good connection from the North American AWP, and that's enough to save the round. And that will be the second for Envy. Device to save the AWP.
There we have it. Envy starting to show some character now. Again, they have 3 players surviving. Will we hear the almighty roar again? A bit more subdued this time. Oh, there we go.
There it is, yeah.
A few woos. That's what we like to hear. Nifty, he is one of those characters that does uplift the team, you know. He likes to make sure morale's high. He doesn't want to have any sulking, any grumpy guts over there. He's going to make sure everyone's going to be happy. And that's a nice work from Som. Good trade towards main entrance. And we'll see ourselves going to round number 7. And it's actually a force buy from Astralis. I didn't think they'd be presenting this just yet, but they did save the AWP, an AWP in the hands of Device, and an AK for dupreeh. That could be enough. And we've talked about it before. Astralis, one of the most deadly teams in the world with Desert Eagle.
And dupreeh's already out. Android wasn't ready, neither Som. A quick double kill. dupreeh already on 11 frags, and he's not quite done yet. Ryan ensures a third is not possible.
Going inside.
And that's the reaction. They know the CTs are going to have sprung to action as soon as the 2 players were eliminated early. Fugly, oh, that had to be a kill. Already the numbers will be waning.
Oof, he falls back off that one, so they're going for a retake kill to save the weapon. Jacob said he wanted to see dupreeh with a strong entry potential, and he certainly delivers at all fronts in that particular round. He runs towards the main entrance, out by E-Box, 2 quick frags, one very impressive one towards that Ivy spot. Now Majors just trying to hold them at bay here as best he can. He can see baiting and Zipex there as well, so he'll try and hide the best to his ability. That's actually nice work from Ryan. I don't think they win the round off this, but still, great effort. Got to get closer and closer now. Devices gets one of these frags. That should be it. They've got flashbangs available too. That's the kill to win the round, Alex. So it's going to be nifty now having to save the weapon. Force buy works out in spectacular fashion for Astralis there. One-man army in the form of dupreeh making his way through with the AK-47. Crisp shots and a nice reaction as well. That couldn't have gone better for them. The objective there was dupreeh, go and cause a ruckus outside. See what you can pull from the inner area. Once he gets 2 frags there, you can guarantee that at most will be 1 player towards.
We saw it in the grand final as well. It's something Astralis like to do. They sent Glaive out on Olof, and he was just pumping his utility, trying to apply pressure in the same kind of fashion, then hitting inner as the CTs react. It requires frags, and, well, dupreeh certainly delivered that. Quick 2 headshots. The first onto Android really caught him off guard. He was not expecting a threat that early from that angle.
Yeah, absolutely true. Just to bear in mind, this is the first game of the tournament, best of 1 in the upper bracket. Things get a little bit dicey down the lower, considering the caliber of teams here. Not the best start for Envy in terms of matchups here, but you've got to prove yourself in the seeding system, show your worth. This is the first big tournament for them in this lineup. Want to test the water, see how it feels. Not looking too good so far, but I don't think anyone really had them causing a massive den against Astralis. Like Jacob, I agree with Jacob. If this is a competitive game, they'll be happy with that. They can get double digits. That's a win in my book.
Yeah, certainly, and likely in theirs. Can be seeing the outside smokes rain in. Let's see that POV. You can see all the necessary smokes arriving from all the different angles. Look at that. A wall. And actually an interesting response from the CTs. They throw a smoke themselves deeper to avoid any pushing through the smoke. It's a long grey screen, easy to get lost. But so much control gained by Astralis early. There's 4 players from the Danish side already out on this site with 90 seconds still on the clock.
Yeah, overwhelming. You see them getting closer and closer to that bomb side. Damage inflicted as well. The Masters of Utility doing a great job here, just dissecting the outside area. Not panicking, not rushing, but they have run out of smokes now. Still need to get that plant down, as it will be dupreeh waiting with the bomb by E-Box here, hoping to get the first frag if possible. Just the MP9 to defend there on the outside bomb side. It's going to be Android the first frag towards Ivy. Bomb now getting in position. Device fully flashed off. Nice work from Envious.
Nice boost. Got him up on Z, enabled him to catch the Device off guard. A flash was there in support. Magisk, though, not only does the bomb go down, but so does Nifty. Should be good. Fugly looking to extend their lead. Envy just need 2 frags for the defuse for the third. Magisk, however, on E-Box, he is a turret, especially with the Krieg. It's double kill already. He's on for the ace. That will be silenced by Fugly. Leaves 1v1. Fugly to save the day. Glaive looking for a second frag of this round. Does just have the Desert Eagle M4 on his back. Perhaps doesn't have a magazine at the moment. Will stick to the sidearm. Pushes in. That was his chance. Fugly can win it. He has the time, has the kit. And that will be the third for Envy. Valiant start from Nifty. It's Fugly to close.
I didn't think Glaive was going to blink there. I thought he was going to bait out the Fade defuse. It looked like he was happy to do so. I think that would have been the better call for sure. He waited to the point where he wasn't going to full defuse and then comes around. He needed the one bullet headshot. You could see it was there, available to him. Not the easiest shot, but can't connect. 5-3. And money not in a great spot for Astralis, but the fact they got it down to 1 versus 1 there, I wouldn't be surprised if they did buy this. They're going to go for the more conservative approach. So Deagles, no armor, no nades, still allows them to buy next round. It would have been deeper into the half. I think they would have gone for this one, but happy to take it on the chin. Hopefully going to get a bomb plant down if they can, normally towards inside, as you can trade out at least 1 kill usually if you send everyone in towards that position. Fugly, nice push towards the upper ramp. We'll find Zipex, shotgun in the form of a Mag 7 holding Pop Dog.
I mean, there are certain positions on certain maps where that shotgun feels like a completely justified purchase. Pop Dog's one of them this round. Looks like it'll be concluded rather quickly. No armor, no real positioning from Astralis, and there we go, extra $900 into the SOM bank account.
There we go. Shotgun, as you can see, very useful to use on the ladder.
What's your shotgun of preference, Hank?
The auto shotgun I do enjoy a lot. When it gets rolling, yeah, once you get that rolling in a decent position, you get the big spray downs. Mag 7's always been a lot of fun as well. And why it's so viable towards Pop Dog is because when you're on ladders, you get no accuracy at all. But if you sneak up with a shotgun, accuracy not really a problem. You just want to be shoving it down their throats. And we saw a lot of players over in New York pushing that ladder. Tarek's play comes to mind especially. As we have the fast outside approach here, running through the flames. Astralis picking up the pace here, trying to get close towards the bomb sites. Device to open things up, but it's quickly shut down. Someone with the shotgun can hear footsteps near him. He's guaranteed at least a frag towards Zipex for a teammate, surely.
You say guaranteed. Yep, he ensures it. Catches Zipex on that push, and now Device left alone very early into this round. Astralis, they thought they had it. Nifty, his positioning towards Ivy, he mixes it up and it pays dividends. A triple kill fast into the round, catching him on the cross.
Yeah, I like the mentality of Envy. They're really feeling it, cheering every round they win. It's going to be a little bit frustrating for Astralis. I'm sure they can hear it. And here's the shots coming in with the AWP. Nifty, fantastic work. We wanted to see him shine with the AWP, and he's certainly delivering on that front. Now, Verico on the cards here for Astralis. They've already had a decent half as it is. Like 5 rounds on the T side, they know that's more than serviceable for a team of their caliber, especially on their map pick. 7 would be ideal.
I'd like to apologize if you've heard us sniffing and coughing.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're having some tech issues there. Normally, that's not how I intend to sound, I promise. Normally I can press a button and you won't hear all of my coughing and spluttering.
It's endearing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can just imagine my Twitter now is just full of people saying, shut the hell up, Alex.
It's so disgusting.
You're gross. Operating under a false assumption, and well, no assumptions being made by Envy here. They'll treat this one with respect, despite the fact it is just the Deagles. We've talked about this time and time again, though, Henry. Astralis capable of winning rounds off the back of this $700 investment with players like dupreeh. Magisk not going to be able to make an impact this round. Does meet Ryan. Four bullets left for Android. He thinks it's going to be enough, and it is.
Enough. Woo. The last bullet required, but he lands the headshot. Envious take the lead here, 6-5. On the CT side, it's exactly what they need. If they can get double digits, they're in a decent spot here, especially if they win the pistol in the second half. They've got to get there first. Astralis starting to slow down here somewhat. They've given up 4 rounds in a row. Remember, they were 5-2 up on one stage, so it's great work from Envious. Looking like a solid team here, to be honest. SOM delivering, 10 frags for him at the very top. See Nifty there with 8. Everyone's actually contributing quite nicely after losing the pistol as well, so not too bad overall in terms of looking for that competitive game. Nice push as well. We're going to see Fugly change things up. Zipex normally on the default, holding towards Brown Halls. He's been spotted. They'll fall back. Didn't get the initial kill they were looking for, but didn't take damage for us. That's absolutely fine.
Now Ryan posturing for some control of main. He has SOM alongside him. It does look like that's going to be the mission. And as they clear it, that's information by the boatload. They'll be able to convey that to the CTs playing the inner site. They'll adjust accordingly. A smoke towards ramp deployed. And a slow walk, a crawl from the Astralis players disconnected from the pack. Nades from the CTs is an indicator that they've kind of sussed it out. But doesn't look like it's going to stop Astralis. A flash and a push. The Molotov could not be better. The timing, brilliant use of utility from Android.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see them all stifled down the lower ramp. This doesn't look good for Astralis at all. Android by the falls. His teammate will go down. It's down to the individual prowess of Astralis there. They get them through that difficult situation. It was looking very sticky there, Alex, with the incendiary deployed at the perfect time, but no even option to go for this one. They're going to have to hold up for exit frags here. They'll be valuable going forward because the money's so low on the Astralis side. Ideally want to exit through the CT spawn position if possible. As you can see, Envy posturing towards the bathrooms looking for those exits as Nifty tucks himself in towards T-spawn. And it's a great shot from Som. So there it is. You can see them using the refrigerator, just waiting for anyone pushing out. And there it is. Now Astralis reading that situation, getting out through CT spawn. That's the way they should be doing it. That position is going to be too difficult to flush out on the other side, and they don't need to go hunting here. They know the money's strong enough on Envy for a rebuy regardless. It's them as a breaking point. Need to keep everything up if possible, especially that AWP for Device, even after being completely sussed out in terms of their final commitment, managing to hit the very impressive shots. Device with the AWP, Dupree from the upper ramp with the AK, takes down the Spools player, and it will be 6-6 here.
Yes.
Lots of cash.
Okay, cool.
You can sniffle now?
I can sniffle now.
Let me try.
Oh, it's quite the relief, isn't it?
I've been waiting for that my entire life, it feels like.
Wow.
There we go.
That's lovely. Okay, cool. So no more coughing and spluttering. We apologize.
Perfect.
And we're ready to get into the action. Didn't take long. Round 13 of our first map here. He wants to go aggressive. The Flames will lick him down to 79. But I think he wants to re-aggress. He wants to get that information. He's willing to take it dry. Just trying to hold the off angle, try and catch a T, perhaps even with a nade in their hand. Oh, this is it. Dupree's willing. It'll be a crouch peek. Nifty should have the advantage. Dupree admittedly coming in from the right eye peek. And the timing again is great from Som, executed. Would have been a grey screen right towards the final stages of his life. Claves eliminated, and Device, he's just going to try and be the first man in on the site. That's ballsy. Up on the train. His bullet wasn't necessary because Dupree beat him to the punch, but now 4-4 and complete control. They haven't checked Nifty.
No.
Oh, and he's missed the sitter. That was his way in. Element of surprise completely squandered.
He was in such a fantastic spot. You can see him waiting to see what opportunities are available to him, and he pulls the trigger at the wrong time. That would have been Device down as well, who gets the second frag. It's a 4 versus 3 now. They know exactly where Nifty is. They have got a kit, but no smokes, no incendiary. Some will pull one back, 3-on-3 now, and Device trying to reposition. Actually getting a decent amount of frags here, doing damage towards Device at this point as well, but time is of the essence. Nifty needs to apply pressure here from the upper ramp as the defuse comes in. Can he do it? You can see him just picking his barrel out, just trying to do whatever he can at this point. Is the defuse coming through? I don't think it is. It looks like they've run out of time, even though it's a very decent effort. We'll have a look. Not going to happen. It's going to be Device to confirm things. Som is nowhere to be seen. He had to be closer than that. He was holding towards the connector for way too long. Either way, it's the Astralis picking up the round, and that's a very important one as well. As everyone goes down on the Astralis side, round 14 coming up, their money is going to be fine for this round. It might have a knock-on effect if they lose this one.
It's a rebought AWP for Device.
Yeah, indeed. But there we have it. Envious and Nifty going to be gutted with that one especially. He absolutely owned them there.
Yeah.
He was undetected. They thought it was clear. They took down the connector player. He could have denied the plant. He goes to the crucial shot on Device. If he hits that, no doubt in my mind they win the round. Not meant to be, unfortunately. 7-6.
Going to be no complaints from the Danes with 70 rounds here on train. Best of 1 to start things off. A reminder, the format familiar if you've been watching ESL 1 recently. Every elimination or qualification for the next stage of competition is best of 3. Best of 1's in the opener.
Yes, this is the upper bracket right now. Mages. Oh my goodness, that is just brutal. Android's had a face full of lead from the Krieg. He helps himself to the first frag, and now the rotations have to begin. They've got 3 players towards inside, Alex. Outside is completely open. Someone just have to smoke and sit back and wait, I'm afraid, as the Molotov is decent. He'll be actually dropped after finding 1 frag. Still advantage lies with the Danes. Bomb surely going down at this point. Round 14, the money will be in a very difficult spot. They give this one up. I don't think they can justify going for it.
Doesn't look like it. Damn, Magisk. How does he get that timing? Android, he was staring at Ivy initially, decides it's clear, decides he wants to get his eyes towards main, perhaps even from the utility thrown by Magisk's teammates, but he can just walk on out. Makes it look easy. Gets the frag on an unsuspecting Android.
Well then. AWP, 2 M4s, everyone holding towards the CT spawn position. Tried to go for an inside lean there. Didn't work out. I think they were trying to find Zipex at the start of the round in that default setup, but it was Magus that presents the perfect counterplay there. He's noticed their tendencies towards Ivy hasn't been massively focused around pushing or managing to get an AWP set up at the very start. He just walked straight out and punished them for that fact, and it will be Astralis winning the half now. The cheers have gone down somewhat.
Certainly have been subdued for, I think it's 3 in a row now for Astralis. They opened with 4.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, strong rounds as well. Some close ones in there, but close doesn't really help out Envy here. They ideally have to win this half. But they do have a nice buy for the final round of the first here. We're going to have a double AWP set up for Nifty and Android once again. They've both been fragging reasonably well, but Astralis overall in their teamwork and individual skill has been shining bright.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of rounds taken away from Envy without, you know, any sort of, what's the word?
Pushback?
Pushback, yeah, I guess that's the way to phrase it. Nifty, however, is going to get caught as he hunts for Device and no trade available, so the AWP is still now able to work his way towards the site. Great catch by Ryan off the bomb train. He does manage to double up. Glaive caught as well if he retreats. Instead, quite the opposite, pushes straight to Zipex with his aim, gives them a way in. Fugly and Android then to defend. Bomb looks like it's retreating, looks like a change of plan from Astralis. They're going to leave Zipex to go hunting. He's been caught, which puts Device in a rather tough position. Smoke does arrive on Z.
He does very well in these sort of spots, though. We'll see whether he can get the first frag. Got a minute to work with and the bomb on his back. Smoke and flashbangs available. The CTs ideally want to stay together towards that connected position and transition as a pack. As Device now can't really unscope, he's committed to this. Gets himself closer and closer to the site, opts to the Deagle instead. And this is nice. CT's playing this well, sensing the fact he could come towards a connector, and it's going to work out nicely. 8-7. Envious will have a bit of a tall order going into the next half, but for now, we'll join Frankie Ward with some halftime insights.
Thank you very much, Mr. Henry Greer. Yes, I am here outside the players. Focus, quiet from Astralis. They know they've got the CT side coming up, yet they are not panicking. Meanwhile, the MV camp, last few rounds, unusually quiet for these boys. They're starting to maybe panic a bit, but with that round win, they're definitely going to be going into that pistol after the break, all guns blazing. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
He's Henry, and we are into the second half of our first map. It is just a best of one, and starting with an early trade back and forth. It's Device to receive now. First round on the CT side here on train. Let's have an ambitious plant from Som. Can't be challenged just yet. A couple of bullets do scrape him. Zipex will finish what Device started, but now the afterplant's a real challenge.
Well, there we go. As the 5-7 towards Pop Dog. Glaive going for the big spray down there at close range. Only good for 1, and now it's a 4 versus 2. Smoke available, but not for long. Dupree will die, but he gets managed to drop the smoke first, and Android, he'll be swept under as well. It's going to be a convincing start here from Astralis in the second half. A fast approach from Envy, the smoke down in front of the bomb train to enable the plant. Som did get it down, but he was detected, and Zipex picking up a very key frag there. 2 from Aegis. Envy do get a plant. They can buy up in the next round with a couple of kills there. Means they can get 2 AK-47s, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screens. They could go for 3 in total, but it's more common to get 2 rifles out and have Deagles to go with it. We'll see what the overall complexion of the buy looks like. 3 rifles do appear, so it'll be up to Fugly to invest in some armor. So 2 Kriegs, 1 Galil, 2 Deagles. It's Ryan and Android that will be the sacrificial lambs here going into round number 2. Inside looks to be the point of approach. Walking in very quietly indeed. In terms of the CT setup, scout for Device, 3 M4s themselves. They know what's coming. They can feel it. And in terms of the inside hold, Zipex, one of the true masters of this spot with no utility, M4 and a helmet, as he'll sit back and wait. He's holding towards the upper ramp right now. Device will join him with a scout.
One tag was the mission, not quite achieved as they're allowed into the site. And Zipex, he's given him enough room, and that's all he wanted. 3 frags, looking for the 4th, and yeah, will do so with the USP. It's a massacre from Zipex. He said he is the master, and 4 in this round so far just completely nullifies Envy's attempt to try and get that bomb down.
That was so well played. The fact Device doesn't get any tags is fine because they just assume he's there by himself, right? It's quite common to have a solo inside anchor. The scout misses a shot, but they try and rush that bomb plant down without clearing the key positions, and they get absolutely mauled. Zipex picks up 4. He's still alive and kicking on for the ace of this stage as Fugly won't have much to do here. He's got 45 seconds. He has got a Molotov, a couple of flashbangs, but it would take an absolutely catastrophic mistake from Astralis to give him any sort of point of access here.
Yeah, with 35 seconds left as well, he's just kind of mulling over his options, and Molotov's close. Ensures he's not going to be assassinated as he initially approaches, but I think he's just going to try and hope and pray he gets another one fed to him by Astralis. But they don't make that kind of mistake, certainly not here. They want to try and keep this one tidy.
Wasn't the worst idea in the world from Envy. The fact they had 2 Krieg go into one and a Galil as well, trying to keep it long range, and that would have worked. It was just device there, sure. They would have got the bomb down, it would have been a difficult retake, and Zipex, even though utility plays the perfect position, they all focus towards the lower ramp. If they had split that even a little bit, they could have taken him down quite easily, right? It wouldn't have been a problem, but trying to have that pounce mentality doesn't work out for them. Bomb planted, a Krieg save, but no extra money for Fugly, so you can't drop a weapon, and with $2,400 per player into the next round, I'm not sure they'll be able to do much with this, to be honest. Without the plant, the options are limited. Had they got that bomb down, extra 800 per player, they could have got Galils to go with it, but I think let's take the full eco here. A couple of PT50s, $600 invested, 2 flashbangs available, as they'll try and get the bomb down in this round. It's very unlikely they deny Astralis 11th round.
Nice work from Som to get out early, and perhaps the element of surprise will be present. I can't believe Zipex goes upper there. He plays towards the upper side of inner. It's so common to see them on like the get right train, even on the bomb train. He tries something different, and you can see how it caught them off guard. They were all looking deep into the site. No one even considering a presence there early, because he essentially would have been in the open had anyone gone upper, but a lower ramp rush, it's the perfect spot.
Yeah, just one player towards upper.
So
would
smart.
have stopped him getting at least more than 2, but there we have it. It's going to be down to Fugly now. They'll slow things right down, try and bleed out some utility, see if there's any picks available. It's Magisk holding from the back of 5 train, watching towards Ivy, that very passive angle, as Som waits patiently for his teammates to cause a bit of chaos outside. Once they do towards Ivy, he'll be able to try and swing out. But dupree's above him. He needs to be very aware of that. If dupree checks Olof, he is absolutely done for, but it doesn't look like he's cognizant of that fact just yet. Magisk, though, strong position. If he gets the rifle first, they're in a lot of trouble, which he does. They'll have to pick it up now, and it'll be in the hands of Android.
No health. No Kevlar. Not the best man for the job. No one yet to fall. I was going to say that from Astralis. Magisk caught though, and here comes Som. He's been playing the waiting game, and it's perfect. Doesn't mess it up. Catches one, but Glaive is there for the trade, and now Android uses the rifle to perfection. It's not a freebie for Envy, though. Up against 2. They've got all their utility, all their armor, all their weapons. Ryan running out of health. Does manage to pick up the bomb. It's not a plan he can go for, though. Device and Zipex. Just Device, but he's already got 2, and now looking for his 3rd. Android looking for his 4th. No health, no hope. 11 now for Astralis. Good damage, though, Envy. They tried to make it pretty damn close, just not enough to close it out.
Yeah, unless they win that round, it doesn't really fill them with a lot of confidence, but still does whittle away at the cash of Astralis here. No tactical timeouts being used just yet. Money is there now for Envy. Remember, Fugly got no cash previously after saving the Kriegs. He'll be down to just the UMP. Android will purchased a final rifle there as we head into round number 19. Double AWP setup. We saw more of this from Astralis, a team that traditionally didn't really have that as an option, but now have dupreeh and Magisk more than happy to use the weapon. Magisk actually is a bit of a dark horse with it. Fantastic shot there to kick things off. Nifty continues that strong form with the sniper. First kill will be going in favor of the North Americans, but Glaive looking to respond quickly.
Great timing on the molly. Nifty keeps him away. Now the timings of that Molotov will give Glaive a gap in order to push in, and that looks like exactly what he's going to do. Staggering his Molotov with the one thrown against him enables him to take that control for free. That's just smart counter-strike. Smoke arrives now from Magisk, keeps Android locked out. Ryan's alongside him. Very separated, segregated Envy. Nifty's wallbangs aren't far off. Glaive positions himself exactly where the first bullet came from, hoping Nifty wouldn't return. He did, and a tag is found. Still sticking around, Glaive. He knows his presence is going to completely slow down any sort of Envy assault, certainly from that side of the map. Som has his exit, and that will be converted. Big frag now from Envy, looking for their 8th.
Yeah, this is looking very good, especially with Magisk being so low. Device rattles off a shot towards the main entrance, and Magisk, that second drill has to step up here. They need multiple frags from this young man as he steps in position, does fire off another shot towards E-Box. They get closer and closer. This should be overwhelming here. They've got to trade him out. If he hits this, they're done for. 3 versus 2. Oh my goodness, there's going to be Astralis taking the lead somehow. Nifty didn't have the cover required, and now will have to fall back. He's got the bomb on his back, but 15 seconds. He has to run inside and just hope for the best here. Zipex trying to beat him to the punch. It looks like the incendiary might be there in time, and it is, but he'll still get the plant down down here. They'll have to get as close as they possibly can. Device with the AWP arrives in time. Got a couple of flashbangs available as well. They'll know Nifty has the AWP, and that's a fantastic shot now. 1 versus 1 against Device.
I love the AWPers, and Device is waiting for it. Nifty just presents his head. Device wasn't going to miss that one.
Takes his ult as well.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't want that trash.
Okay, excuse me. I'll be taking this one back. Mine works better than yours.
Oh, that's a really disappointing situation for Envy, though. They did such great work to get those initial frags. The advantage was there, and then all of a sudden it collapsed very quickly. The double AWP paying dividends for Astralis. 12-7. Here's the replay of Zipex working the backtracks, hitting the shots required as Mages to get that penultimate frag and really put them in a strong spot. And now, money, even with the bomb planted, sits at around $4,500. It's the tactical time after the first time. Called by Envious, I'd imagine. They are going to buy into this one, but they are running out of time. There's Nifty on his screens right now, the captain and in-game leader of this squad, working out their next move. Son will purchase up the Krieg. Play resumes. In terms of the frag charge right now, it's Glaive, 4 and 14. We seem to have some interesting
Polarizing?
moments.
I'm going to say, yeah.
The fact he's had a few frags, he's run out of bullets and caught off guard a few times, hasn't had his best game, but it doesn't matter as long as his team wins, especially at this stage of the tournament. That's all that really matters.
It feels like the amount of times we've had interviews with Astralis players, and it's always the one that's underperformed who just gives credit to the remaining 4. There's always consistency from the majority with Astralis. That's what makes them so good. And speaking of Glaive, he's found his 5th. Android caught out of main. He wasn't alone on that exit, though, and Ryan does manage to catch him and trade out late.
Bomb down.
Zipex forced to back away, get tagged up into Z. Nice work though from the rest of them, and the frags, they just keep coming in. Got a feel for the observers. Trying to keep the track of this action is impossible. Every single member of Astralis is just winning their individual duels.
Yeah, this is do or die time now for Envy. You've got maximum loss bonus, 13-7 down. You have got somewhat of a buy there, but they're going to take the partial instead, as Som confirms that with the Tech-9 HE combo. They could get a load of HEs here and double them towards the bomb train. Just the one, a single smoke as well. To me, that suggests inside play, but we'll see which way they're inclined, as dupreeh will throw the initial incendiary towards main entrance. The bomb remains at T-spawn, so nothing too quick coming through. Envy have tried to mix up the pace. A couple of defaults presented. Strong grenade as well. That does a lot of damage as Glaive now. He's had enough, Alex. He wants to show he can continue to frag here. Nice double for himself. Solid hold towards Pop Dog from dupreeh, and Nifty left alone once again. Another fast round here. They tried to go slow, but Astralis took the game to them. Yeah,
just bring in the fight. Nothing you could do about that one. Astralis look like they want to get this one over and done with. Aggression towards Ivy to destabilize. Not let anything get set up by Envy's quasi-buy, but into the full. We'll get to see those Kriegs in action once again. Seems Android's more comfortable on the AK-47. Open things up. Gets the shot. Doesn't quite connect though. dupreeh safely across.
Well, at this point, I'll have to go back into the default. One towards Ivy, a couple working the brown halls. That's Fugly and Ryan. Mages has full control of the Pop Dog room. He'll be dueling against Som this round. Exchanging bullets. Only damage inflicted so far is via the HE towards Nifty. Oh, that's a lot of damage done. Fugly will be falling back with his tail between his legs as Device tries to find the first. And that's surely going to be the trade here. Fumbles his movement a little bit there. Caught on the server. Android will punish him for it. Early pick once again. Envy have had plenty of these. Haven't been able to convert many of them. Just a note, Device on 20 frags now. Had some very strong moments here. Looking to find his form again. Wasn't happy with his individual performance over in New York. Tweeted about it. See if he can finish the job off here in the next few rounds. For now, though, 50 seconds remaining. 2 players towards Ivy. Glaive, slow game from him so far, but the flashbang is spot on. Got to find the first frag here. Drops in the center. Really nice play. Android can do nothing about that. He should burn here. Yeah, it's a nice trade, but doesn't win them the round. 3-on-3.
Zipex still responsible for his signature sight, and they start to regroup. 30 seconds. It doesn't look like they'll commit.
They've got 3 smokes, which they will start deploying now. That's going to be sent down to the second track here. One towards connector as well. Zipex, though, as long as he delays the bomb, gets a frag for his efforts, they should be absolutely fine. This is a classic position of his, and will it work out? Let's get the first dink and the bomb down. That's the time purchased, Alex. Now he stays alive. That's fantastic. 1.5 kills. Leaves him in a viable situation for his teammates. Down to Fugly. He knows he needs to step up here. Jumps himself up towards the connector. Lovely work. And now a 1 versus 1 against one of the world's best. It's going to be Ryan with just 6 points of health and no chance. Just has to fire bullets in his general direction there, and he takes him down. It is going to be match point Let me say that again. Match point, best of one for Astralis, as it will be a full defuse. No problem at all. They've had plenty of close rounds here, Envy, but it doesn't really count for much.
I mean, so many 2v2s, 3v3s. It's been kept level on the opener more often than not. It's just those closing performances from Astralis. Their individuals find it every single time. Magisk here with a 1v2. Admittedly, the damage done by Zipex to start things off.
Yeah, there's not much Ryan could do there. He was hoping to get to a safer position, hoping the timings will work in his favor. Not to be the case at all. And now it's 8 rounds in a row required on the T side. They have not taken a pause here. It'll be a single AWP and 4 creeps by virtue of the maximum loss bonus and the bomb plant. So money's not an issue at this stage, but round differential certainly is. We are going to head to round number 23. Could be the final round here. Zipex close towards the lower ramp, and he could be challenged by Buckley and Nifty, waiting to run their default here as he holds the incendiary. As soon as he spots anyone, he'll drop it. Let's get tagged up for his troubles. There's the incendiary. Nifty knows he's done damage here. He's trying to convert it quickly as he looks towards the connector. Player already rotating in, and they seem to know exactly where he is. He hasn't landed all the shots you would expect today.
Yeah, he's been given some opportunities. He's got the understanding. He's in the right spot.
Exactly. He's been in the correct positions more often than not. It's just the killing blow that doesn't seem to land on his table.
So that early presence of Nifty did draw the CTs over. Early device, but Glaive too. Which puts Android in a prime position to catch someone. Nifty, however, misses another. And given a chance, very, very slim chance, but he had a go. And now this is where things get awkward for the T side. Once they start to piece it together, work out where you are. Magisk, he did more than that. Eliminates Android with a quick one. Glaive making his choice between a smoke and a molly, and it's the wrong choice. Caught with an aid in his hand. It's traded by Magisk, a secondary AWPer that he called a dark horse, and it seems like that horse is galloping towards closing this one out.
24 seconds remain. Smoke to get out of Pop Dog, but it leads to the demise of Som now. Final round, we said, is looking very likely at this point. dupreeh confirms it. Ryan 4 versus 1. No chance, no hope, and he's got 10 seconds. A plan would even be unrealistic at this stage. He jumps around, looks overall done here, 16-7. A decent performance from MV. The scoreline doesn't do it justice. They had many opportunities there to make it much closer.